probably I had the wire hanging a little bit. I just, a couple adjustments. Sometimes that's all it takes. So we live, we in the chat. You know what I mean?
Shit, I seen something last time to say I can shoot it on tomorrow.
Man, I'm
Like I could
gonna go make sure.
go live on my page. Thought it said it somewhere.
Let me
Like
go to bam.
shit.
So you should be able to go live on your pages too now.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
you
what you
should be
had
able
up.
to do it.
Okay.
Okay, we live. I'm looking at it. I like to make sure everything working properly. Go to my page so I can see the comments. Okay. Well, I know who's talking. You ready? You got it shared? I might be too loud.
No, but we can get started. I'm reason it ain't even logging in. Oh, there you go. I went the wrong way with it.
This your
What's the
first time using
business though?
This your first time using the Restream?
Yeah, I got it, but I ain't never used it. I just played around with it for a minute. Works on the Safari. When I went on there on my phone, Safari, but Chrome wouldn't work.
Yep, that's how it is on the phone. It only work on Safari. It work on for your laptop, but it on the phone it only work for the Safari. But it's a good asset. It's not real expensive, so I like it because I can do you can stream 4 or 5 whatever different things. Like right now we on YouTube, both of the YouTubes, my personal one and my business one. Then we on the Facebook page and we on my personal. So it's a whole lick. So
Yeah.
Now what it does do, it kind of slow down your your reach. So if we was just going live, it seemed like Facebook kind of like they own algorithms, they own thing. So if we just went live, we would probably get more people, but we don't get the same, the same avenue to be able to touch different platforms. You know what I'm saying? I actually noticed that if I went live right now, man, you will see way more people tuning in. It's like Facebook is real stingy with their algorithm, bro. Like, and I've been learning that with Facebook, like man, different stuff, man. Just like the flyers, man, the flyers for the situation, man. Like soon as you put the promo in and spend a couple dollars, Facebook gonna make sure you hit Facebook gonna make sure you hit a couple people.
Oh yeah. I've been working that job, a job that requires that for like 3 years. Part of my job with that company that contract with me is to pay for them boosts. It makes a difference.
Yeah. All right. So we gonna get into it, man. Let's talk a little bit about yourself first. Let's introduce yourself, man. Tell us about your history and how you came to actually start the Big Brothers program. I mean the Big Homies program. I apologize.
J Dahm, my real name Jeff Cotton, man. Everybody call me J or Big Homie. When crosswalks, I'm trying to get this clear. My Facebook asking me 1,000 requests. Started the Big Homies actually started in prison, man. I had a program when I was in prison, and we had to write a story about going to keep yourself from coming back to prison. So in that story, I wrote a modern day Y Center / Boys and Girls Club, right? So when I came home, like a lot of other brothers, I ain't really focused on it completely. You know what I mean? I kind of got caught up in the streets again, same environment. I moved down to Atlanta for a couple of years, and I met a lot of good brothers and sisters that was doing throughout the city. You know what I mean? They was bringing together all kind of gangs, and KK. Shout out to them brothers from the A, man. Free both of them. They had put together or a lot of community cleanups and Bloods, Crips, and GDs and all different gangs. And I observed their protocols, and I'm like, damn, man, that's something that we could do up top. A lot of years in prison together, so we definitely wasn't gang banging or doing no dumb stuff no more. So, man, I just put together a community cleanup at this park in my neighborhood, Washington Heights. I'm from Washington Heights. I put together a community cleanup, and that's how the Big Homies started, man.
That's what's up. So how long ago was that?
It was 2000. That was between 2012 and 2015. Why can't I see you no more?
Oh, I gave you the whole camera.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it's a little thing you can do in here. I can minimize it and maximize it. So
yeah,
I talking.
Hear me.
See what I'm saying? I'm showing out. I'm showing out like I know something.
You master those.
Oh man, I'm showing out like I know something. So no, definitely. So it's been about, you working on your 10th year with this.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
man, that's dope.
And
so
paperwork. I didn't take the paperwork game of it seriously at first. So we did all kind of 3 Flint water drives. We did community cleanups in Buffalo, New York. Community endeavors in Mississippi, and deep in the heart of Chicago. Backpack giveaways, and I wasn't keeping track of none of those numbers. We had brothers and sisters bringing bottled water from New York, Mississippi, Chicago, Wisconsin. Like I some in the community to, I guess what they would say, clean up. You feel me? So I felt like I had an obligation to return to my specifically effort and try to a better example for the next coming generations over the other neighborhoods and other communities, because it was other brothers who was on that same path, either already know each other or bump into each other if you out here in these communities in Michigan. So we all linked up like that, including yourself. Doing.
Most definitely. I was watching a video the past couple of days. I actually watched some of the things that was on the website, some of the things that I missed. The Flint Drive, I seen bootleg down there, and I seen y'all giving away a lot of water, and things like that help the community go a long way. And sometimes they're not as publicated and is put out to the world as some of the other things that go on in the community. So how do you feel about the plight of, let's get him back in here. So how do you feel? Where did you lose me at?
I didn't hear what you said after I got through talking.
Okay, so what I said was that I've watched some of the videos of you in Flint and doing things in the community in New York, I believe it was, and you was talking to the kids, the little homies out there, and in Flint, like things like that you actually go out and you put forth that type of effort for, and it's not publicated as some of the negative things that go on in the community. How do you feel about that and actually putting in that type of work to further the community without as much hoopla as if something negative happened in the community?
You say, how do I feel about that?
Yeah.
I don't way or another. I feel good about the work that we've done and be doing. Good about that, you know what I mean? But those accolades and that on one hand is good for funding. It might increase the possibility, right? I will secure more funders, but at the same time, it's been a certain level of once all those powers that be start paying attention, you got to start carrying yourself a certain way, right? Once you start making a dedication of these different organizations and these foundations, which I do now, and it probably wouldn't have been the best look back then when we was doing it then, because we was out active gang members to come out and clean up the community with us, put on some gloves and pick up and you know what I mean. That was the way. That was the tool we was using to help them brothers type of peace and resolve in their communities. Our objective wasn't necessarily life changing. Our objective was more environment changing. Y'all change this positive energy in the air, blase split. But when I started taking out all that paperwork and seeing how much this really cost and how much you could really make, and it's a real, and that became crucial for it to be life changing instead of just demonstration off in the environment and have a big event and a bunch of pictures. Good event. It became different. Then it became something that's informative, if that makes sense.
Definitely. It's a whole different thing when you living in your purpose. Like it's you feel a different thing. So I definitely feel like how you feel because you knew me before I just went back on vacation. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm. Right,
before I
right.
went before I went back on vacation, everything was about a profit. Everything that I did, I was so used to making money, and my expenses were so high that everything that I did, it had to make sense monetarily. So, and now, even with going back to school, like I technically don't make no money going back to school, but it helps me in my purpose. Even some of the things that I've put together with the event, coming up Saturday, is things that I've learned in school and different things that I've learned in actually living for my purpose. So I definitely feel how you could go from, like you said, we doing things in the community, and when that spotlight on you and you ain't all the way right, you know, what I mean? When that spotlight on you and you ain't all the way right,
Yeah.
um, I went through it. You know what I'm saying? I was indicted with a whole career, with a whole music. I'm doing shows
Mm-hmm.
across the country and I'm ducking feds. You know what I'm saying? When that spotlight on you and you ain't all the way right, it's a whole different type of spotlight. But when you living in your purpose and truly living in your purpose and you get that spotlight, you know what to do with it because you're not putting on no facade or no front, and at this point, that's what that's the difference. And I hear what you're saying with it's not even about the attention, even
Right.
though like you say, the attention could lead to more funding. It's not about the attention. The attention
Mm-hmm.
could help, and you bring the attention to it in a positive light instead of just soaking up attention just because of attention is there. Because you got people that's doing retarded stuff online for a like or a share. So
Yeah.
is you,
Yeah.
yeah, it's all
Yeah.
good when it's
And,
consistent.
and I've reached the point now where I'm getting funding from them foundations. I don't really tell people about the reason why it's not a whole bunch of hoopla about it or whatever. I'm a lady, so I be around all the news, press people. They always asking what's going on. A lot of them sit on them boards, right, them foundations. But I'm um interviews, right? I don't want to reel nobody potential for funding or to get paid. And I believe that's a double edged. I know it comes from how many years we did community work for free, and somebody who really believe in diving into these social issues that we have in our who trying to get on camera and trying to get in the news. You know what I'm saying? So I know the difference. But so I like the work itself to allure individuals.
So, like we having some connection issues on J Dom's end. It's probably the Wi-Fi. We getting back on. Yeah, we back on. It's just connection, y'all. It's all about the getting the good
Yeah, my
connection.
computer be doing that sometimes. I don't know why, man. I'm on a it be doing it during my work meetings too. I don't know what it
No,
is.
it's just the connection. It may be where you at. You may need a Wi-Fi puller. It's like another
Yeah, I
little.
got all that. I got
Dang,
the Wi-Fi strong as it can get.
dang. Oh dang, I don't
That's
know. So
the only time you do it.
when you doing the lives,
Only time you do it.
so yeah, it's all good though. I just wanted to touch bases with you. So let's talk a little bit about the expansion, man. Let's talk about the expansion in the different cities you pulling the program into, and how you see it. What's the vision for it?
Well, honestly, bro, like the it's just really more sort of a connection to resources initially offered to the individuals who had already been helping with most of the big homies work,
Yeah.
right? So that was initially how it started. Um, it outgrew me, bro. That's really what it is. It got bigger than me. That could be a righteous response anywhere because it's youth-based positive responsive programming, so we can implement that anywhere. And it's a whole underclass of individuals that are able to get hired in corporate America. Might not necessarily be able to obtain the funding it takes to start a real business like a restaurant. It's a lot of funding and a lot of time to pass certain codes and bring the buildings up to code. So this nonprofit space is a space where individuals who possibly messed up and they become good in their future.
I apologize, y'all. Once again, we just having connection issues on his end. Um, as he just explained, I guess it's just when he go live. So we may do something else, y'all. We might have to just go live on Facebook so we can get this and make sure that this is, all the
Oh
way
man, it's gonna
smooth.
drive me nuts.
Hey, no, no,
It's gonna drive
and you
me
talking,
crazy.
you yeah. So we ain't go slow. I don't like the.
No, I can tell when it do it though. It look like the
Okay,
warning sign come up. Then I
okay,
just refresh my browser, but
yeah.
I got to get to the bottom of it. You
Yeah,
know.
because this is yeah, man. Because you a good speaker, man, and being a good speaker, this type of platform will actually work for you. I haven't even been on here since like Christmas, a little bit before Christmas, maybe, because I'm putting together a decent program and I wanted to make sure everything was together. But this is a great platform, brother. Like a great thing for you, man. And you a good speaker. It'll definitely help your reach.
I got a couple episodes already.
Oh, I got it.
I ain't been yeah, I ain't been dedicated. I ain't so much equipment for podcasting. I got some nice stuff. We got to chop it up.
Oh, definitely,
We have
definitely,
to
because
chop
I
up.
love this.
You got to get you one of these.
Yeah, I
That
got
stream
something like
deck.
that.
You got to get
Yeah, I
you one
got
in.
something
And
like that over here. I
def,
got something like that. I got something
this listen. I don't know if we just this piece of gold right here. This
let
is
me
a
see.
piece of podcasting gold. But we share game. This little joint right here, bro.
Oh yeah.
This little
Oh
joint
yeah.
right here. Put in the side of it, right?
Yeah.
I buy both of these. You gotta get both
Okay.
of these. I'm gonna send you what they is. I'm gonna send you the information of what they is.
Okay.
When you plug this in, if I'm missing, then you can have them call ins. People can call in to the number.
Ooh,
And,
I got to get it because this what I want to do. I want to do this
you
all
know,
year. I want to do this. I'm gonna do some boot camps for the business building, different things
mm,
like that. I wrote out a bunch of stuff, so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to quit doing the one offs and start doing the boot camps and start getting on here kind of regularly. As you see, I got a decent camera. I got the whole little setup. I got the podcast. The little deck and all of that. So I love it. I got a nice mic. It cost me a few hundred. You know what I mean? I ain't
I
spending
see
that.
you been consistent. I see you been consistent with it. I see you there.
Most definitely. So We
keep putting something up, keep putting it out there. And you
yep,
know what I'm saying? Where you got to build. I don't really use that one right there. That's a bad boy back there,
yeah,
right? But it pick up too much time, man.
yeah,
Plus, I'm lazy when it comes to on the low, bro. I'm really a tech nerd, right? So
yeah.
I'm want to go cordless everything.
Everything. Oh no, I got a
Yeah,
cordless mic too though. I got the cordless joint too, right? I got the little I bought this first. So I got the little joint that you hook up, you hook it up to your it's a good one too. I got a pretty decent one that you hook up to the shirt.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But
yep,
I got a nice little, you know what
yep.
I'm
The
saying?
little lapel joint, the lapel,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? I got a little decent joint. So this,
That's
it's all about growth and I'm big on learning, man. So there's a lot of stuff that I had no clue about. And actually my fiance, I went and I did a podcast with one of my homies, and and I was telling her like, man, he got it all set up there. She's like, that's what you want to do. You need to get some equipment too. I said, no, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like learning that. I'm in school. I'm learning this. I'm doing that. She said, you will do it. Just go order it and you'll figure it out. I ordered it, man. I played with it over about a weekend, couple days, like 2 days. Now I can jump on here. We had a little thing where the mic, I don't know what was going on there, but like for the most part, man, I get on here and I learned the equipment in literally in about 6 hours, 7 hours altogether of just actually playing with it. And I learned the equipment. And I thank her all the time because she said, you always overthinking something. Just get it and go. You will figure it out. You know what I mean?
problem. That's my problem. That's my problem, bro. I'm telling you, I got like 3 interviews I never even posted
Man, yeah,
with
but you know what?
business on stuff around the city. So I know everybody got access to the politicians, the business owners, the
Definitely.
little homies on the street. So it's wide, and I got a lot of little mobile devices. Right, I got the
Man,
little live view hook joint where
okay.
you can go live anywhere, just without having to plug in through my camera
So,
though, through my Sony 8. I got an A7S3 camera, but it's a hookup where you can just go live anywhere, man, to get the best, bro.
oh, that's cold too.
We're gonna
That's
chop it
cold
up
too.
all that quick. I got a lot of stuff. We're gonna chop it, and that going live in traffic right now. But that's another lane, though. That's another lane. You
Yeah,
got
it's about
way more black-owned businesses up there to just pull up
yep,
on and get to the
yep. And I
same.
know them.
Right,
And
right.
I know, yep, yep, and I know them.
Yep.
So, and I literally these guys is like I got guys that own restaurants and own businesses, clothing stores, like my guy Fame. My guy Chef Al just opened up upscale cuisine. Like I got a nice crew of people that actually are business owners, and that's what a lot of people they see the transition. So when you go from music or whatever, you doing one thing. Let's say you got a clothing line and you get into actually telling people about business or doing a nonprofit or doing everything. You take all of those resources with you. So you got people that don't even understand uh how to use your resources. So when you look up and you got all these resources that you're not using, you not being a good entrepreneur. These are all tools, these are all things that you can put together, put to use. Things that I'm learning as an entrepreneur and as I'm starting my coaching program and I'm actually mapping out the program. It's a lot of things that we do, even as us coming from our background.
Mm-hmm.
We're not used to sitting down and actually having to learn something. I come from, here go a couple dollars, you figure it out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Here go a couple dollars, you figure it out. My sink leaking. I've been that guy. My sink leaking, you figure it out. My this and that, here go a couple dollars. I need you to put my TV up.
Mm-hmm.
I need, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So
Right.
when you come from
Right.
that
Right.
type
Right.
of
Right.
attitude into being an entrepreneur where you have to make these decisions until you're paying somebody to do certain things. And you gotta, when your company is on your back, it's people that do certain things. I done had to do websites over. Like you did it, that was cool. Let me go in here and edit some stuff.
Yeah. Let me
You
do
see
this
what I'm
how I
saying?
want it.
Let me do it how I
Yeah. You
want it.
gotta
I ain't
learn something in the process.
you
You
gonna
gotta
learn something.
learn something in the process.
So as entrepreneurs, that's the spirit we have to take on, or we're not really handling our business the best way we can. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning that. So even in going to school and getting a formal education, I'm learning things about being an entrepreneur and actually behaving like an entrepreneur. And I've been like these last 3 to 6 months, I've been into my bag. See what I'm saying? Like as far
Mm-hmm.
as the software and all of
Mm-hmm.
that, even with the way I set up
Yeah.
the automatic emails. If you see that the way that the registration, that was new equipment I had to learn. That's a new CRM, the registration
Right.
page. So I printed out, I got the page here where I printed out all of the people from the registration. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you did that. You hear me?
What I'm saying, this all the people. So we got the names, emails, and how many people they registered. You see what I'm saying? This the
Yep,
whole
that's good
registration
data.
sheet. So
Yep,
it,
that's a good
this all
turnout.
about, yeah, and this all about streamlining the process because we overwork when we don't use our resources.
Right,
You see what I'm saying? If we
right.
don't set up automated
I
emails and
got a bad
automated,
habit, a horrible. I got a horrible habit of it. You feel me?
yeah, but that's
Oh
something
yeah,
that we work on.
I ain't use more time learning how to use the equipment than I do actively utilize.
Yeah,
If that
but
makes
it's all about the
sense.
plan. See, if we they call it reverse engineering. If we see that, like I seen the way that I wanted this to play out, so I know I needed to get these emails. I needed to get the emails in my system because I'm gonna send out a bulk email, probably later today and tomorrow. You know, with the information that we talked about for the survey. So I'm gonna send the survey out electronically, but I'm gonna print it out too. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
So it's all about that. So I'm gonna print it out and I'm gonna bring it and have them fill it out while we there, just so I can have it
Mhm.
on paper, have everything on file. Make sure you leave with that for your records. So they talking about this connection issues on my end, but they
See, that's
working
what they
out.
be
But
doing to me.
yeah, so it look all good though. I think they got it back together.
Yeah, I
So
can
anyway,
still hear you. Mine usually be froze.
yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it on Facebook and it's going through. So, at the end of the day, man, it's all about reverse engineering, man. And as entrepreneurs, we leave a lot of money on the table, a lot of business on the table, a lot of things on the table because we look at things and we figure this is too much to understand, but it's really not. You know what I'm saying? Because if we slow down for that hour or two to get that understanding, it may save us for hours a week.
Man, and I'm trying to remember who it was I was reading on getting dues, long money dues, man. But they was like for the hour of preparation, you make something like that. You know what I'm saying? They broke it down like if you prepare for something for an hour to make
Mhm.
this, you're gonna be ready to accomplish this much. Preparation is there, but I be having to read, quotes like sometimes imperfect, which is what I have to remind myself of a lot because I know it's a lot of things that I have access to in front of me that's doing a lot more with a lot. So that's what
Mhm.
I use sometimes
Yep.
recently to try to get myself motivated to go things I know I'm supposed to be doing on a
Most
regular
definitely.
basis.
Most definitely. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, as entrepreneurs, um, a lot of times we are looking at the big picture and sometimes we can overthink. And then they call it analysis paralysis. We stuck overthinking
Yep.
it like, dang, if I do this, if I do that, if I do that. The main thing going into this year, we got to take action. If we think about it, we talk about it, let's take an action. So what we do next? Let's go. Let's take an
Yep.
action. Let's sit down. Boom. What's the next move? So as
Yep.
entrepreneurs get in the habit of actually taking actions, you're no longer stuck in this analysis paralysis. Let's take an action. Bam. What we gonna do today? Let's take an action. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
You think of something,
once you agree to that next action step, you got to work on it. You got to start
let's get the ball
working on
rolling.
it. That's yeah.
Let's get the ball rolling. Let's take an
Yep.
action. Bam. Now we not stuck. So now, even with the people that's around you, you got people around you that hold you accountable. That's what people need coaches for is accountability. Because a lot of the information you can go
Mm-hmm.
find yourself. You can go buy a $30 book or you can go look on YouTube or whatever and get a lot of this information. A lot of times we need accountability because we can know something. And like you said, you need the motivation, you need the drive, you need to get up. Let's get it. So I was talking to somebody, my cousin. I got a cousin in Ben Harbor, and she's doing really good for herself. And she was on my Facebook and she was talking about sleep. And she was like, look, cuz we getting older, you got to get some sleep and blah, 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 blah. I said, I sleep. My thing is that when I wake up in the morning, I get up. I don't roll over in my bed. I don't snooze. I don't do none of that. I wake up at 3 in the morning and get up to handle my business and I get up. I don't go back to sleep, because if I go back to sleep, I'm gonna be up at 6. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get up, I don't turn on the TV, I don't read my messages in my bed or my emails. I get up. You see what I'm saying? And that's a habit that I've made, because you will sit there and be in the bed and you scrolling. You look up, you didn't look through something else. Now you looking through emails, you look up, you in the bed for an hour. You see what I'm saying? So
I'm the same way. I get straight up. I think that might be some, bro. Yeah, like we get up, you get out, we get on.
Yeah, I get right to it. I get myself together. I don't lounge around the house. I don't sit down. I get up. I get myself together, brush my teeth, wash myself up, do whatever I need to do to get out the door or to sit down. Even if I'm just sitting down here to study or to do some, do credit repair or do something for my clients, I get myself together and then I sit down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or I get myself together and I get my day started. If I'm going to the gym, because at one point that was my gym schedule, was actually going to the gym at 5 a.m. every morning. I go to the gym at 5. Well, I get to the gym at 5. I get out the gym about 6:30. I get home in time to eat with my kids. I eat breakfast with my kids. My fiance make breakfast in the morning for the kids. So I get in home in time, around 6:37-ish. I get back home and I eat with my kids and then I take them to school. This was my schedule. So the main thing is the accountability. I'm holding myself to getting at this gym at 5:30. After that, my day is started. My day is started. So everything else after that fall into place. As the people that's more productive, because you can be successful without being productive. Success can make you actually lax. You can get the type of success and feel like, yeah, I'm doing good. You feel me? I'm doing good. And so once you get this type of success, you fall back. Bam, now you slacking. Now you're not doing things the way that you're supposed to do it. So success could be your worst nightmare. We here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was talking about success. I said success could actually be your worst nightmare, because success can make you feel like you doing everything right. Yeah, I got some success. I got a little success. But when we look up, bro, we could do so much better. You feel me? I'm learning this, bro, and learning the entrepreneurial spirit and learning about myself.
Listen to Waka Flocka. If he with that let's do it music, he wouldn't achieve such growth over these last few years. You know what I'm saying? Little homie be talking, he be making a whole lot of sense now. You feel me? But he had to study. If you keep getting rewarded for the same behaviorisms, nothing but keep pouring into him. Yep. And that don't really keep much. You might reach your zenith. Depends on what it is to you. You like, you know what? I have never felt that feeling when it comes down to business. I think it's just in turning to something that we don't even see right now.
Definitely. Then you get, like I say, you get accountability. Like even with putting this event together for Saturday, the whole time I wasn't like, bro, what you think? But I'm like, I'm gonna make sure, bro, no, you got the right man for the job. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, I knew that after a few days. Already after a few days, like, yeah, bro, on top of the business, because with this work go wrong, if you really doing the right thing, you really trying to do something good or something positive, there's only 10 kids that show up. 5. If it don't make no difference. You might change. There's no way you can go wrong as long as you put in a little effort, man. Try to make something positive.
Definitely. But I just want to make sure, man, everybody come out. We got a safe environment. Everybody leave with something. We got the folders, everything came in, everything on time. We not waiting on anything. I got 3 of the presentations. I don't think that's no presentation. He just about real estate. But I got the presentations. You like okay. When I came with the A game.
Yeah.
Everybody came.
Bless that. Yeah. Bless that. Yeah. With the cameras out, I'll be up there most definitely. I'll be up there with the cameras out.
event, man, and like bring the cameras, man, for some footage. I'm gonna have somebody there, taking pictures at least, probably some video footage too, just to make sure we got enough footage so we can, press the button because it's a big mission, even with just coming to Detroit, because it's a whole world out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we gonna do it tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
as long as it's done consistently, and it's done with the same integrity across the board. I don't feel confused, man. And I just want to thank you. Before we get out of here, I wanted to thank you because I wanted to do something for the kids. Like I really, literally was like, man, I'm so busy with school and my business, and I got more clients than I had, and I got to make sure they. I got 4 kids of my own, so I'm so
Mm-hmm.
busy, like learning the nonprofit game would literally be me doing school and basically doing more school. Like I
Right,
gotta learn
right,
this game.
right, right,
And
right.
you gave me the opportunity to learn the game, teach me the game, and I don't feel pressure to have to learn it tomorrow because I started a company today. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right, right,
it's perfect. It's perfect. I told you it
right.
was a project.
And that was really my goal with that ham is nothing but a compilation of all the roadblocks and barriers that I'd have bumped into over the last close. Like, man, how can I put together something where I can just hand somebody something and you can like what you saying?
Bring it back, y'all, because he talking about the handbook that you sent me, and the handbook is full of so much game, y'all. It's a private handbook. I had to sign NDAs and everything for this handbook, but this handbook is full of so much game, man. What's up, X1, man? You probably even know J Dom, man. You may even know J Dom. He having a little connection issues. He gonna be right back on. So boom, he gonna be right back on. So X1, man, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to be able to come out here and do something positive with the people, man. So that's what it is, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
man.
I fell back though.
Yeah, so it's all good, man. We gonna make it, man. So like you said with the handbook, I was just telling when you got disconnected or whatever with the handbook, how the handbook was full of so much game. I had to sign an NDA
You say you had to what? You're
I
going
had to,
in and
I
out.
said I had to sign
Can't
an NDA
see
to
you.
get
You
this
got
handbook.
you got to get back on the screen. I'm reading half your words,
Yeah.
lip read. You say you got the
Okay.
hand.
Let me see.
You had what?
Yeah. I said I got the handbook. I had to.
Oh, it dipped out.
You hear me?
It dipped out. It clicked out.
It clicked out. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but it's still going up though.
Okay. I said that the game. It was so much game in the handbook. I had to sign the NDA to get it.
That's what. Hey, that's what the sister in Lancy said. She said I got. I said it took me years.
You ain't wrong. Listen, I read it. I read it and I skimmed through it, took a couple notes. Like I take education real serious, man. Like I don't want you to send me something and expect for me to have that understanding, and I don't have that understanding. So I actually sat down and read through the entire book, and it was about 48 pages, maybe 45 pages. So, and basically, y'all, the book is just the game of the nonprofit, man. Actually, how to get this type of funding, man, that the big homies got, and it was I say it was serious. It was a lot of game, a lot of game in these 45 pages. A lot of times we read these how-to guides, or you got these people that write these coaching guides, or they even do courses, and a lot of these different things, and they don't really give you the game because they don't want you to succeed. They want you to be dependent. So you don't get the full game, and you don't get a real overview of what you need to do. So you start filling in the pieces and closing the gaps and all of that. But this particular book, man, it was everything. And I put my own spin on it, and I did what I needed to do to, to make it me, as far as Big Homies Detroit. But I actually used the information that was given to me. I actually read through it. I actually understood it, and I didn't try to skim through it and do all of this. So, we lost J Dom, y'all. I'm gonna let him come back on if he come back on, and we gonna peace out of here. I got things to do at 3. So I'm going to be on here a lot more, y'all. I wanted to kick off the year with something half decent. It's been a couple weeks into it, but I have a whole program that I had to put together for Saturday, and it was a lot into it. I just want to thank everybody that tuned in. If you're just now tuning in, we are about to close out of here. You can watch the replay of this video. I'm gonna let it stay on there for a day or two, and no, y'all. I mean, we had a few connection issues with J Dom. That does not take away from the information that was presented here, and that does not take away from the game. Every time I click on, listen, if you see me click on, you need to click on because you're gonna leave with something. Like you're gonna leave with something, and I'm about to start charging high ticket prices for this type of game. So you do not want to keep missing out on this free game. If I got somebody on here, I've had a tax lady, entrepreneur, different type of people on here, and I interviewed them, and I'm gonna do some more interviews throughout the year. But if you see me on here and you see it live, you need to click on this free game. I am not going live to talk BS because I like attention. I can do that in my regular life. This is not that. If you see me on here and you see me live, tune in. Y'all can leave some comments, questions, anything else because I'm here. I want to help the people. And real life business solutions is definitely taking over for the 99 to 2000. Real life business solutions is a real business, y'all, and we're doing real things. And my expansion into Big Homies Detroit is a real expansion, and we're doing real things. For Saturday is the Team Financial Literacy Workshop. We have great speakers there. My big brother, who is a financial advisor, same name, Alvin, the third. I'm the fourth. And then we have Jennings is talking about real estate. Dominique Hackett is coming. She's talking about personal finances and different things like that. We are going to do free brunch. Is at BAM. If you don't know where BAM at, is BAM Best Artist Management. It is on Livernois. Look it up. The flyer is there. If you are not registered, you may not be able to come. Reach out to me personally. If I like you enough, I may let you come. But we are going to have a great time. We have sponsorships available. If you want to be a sponsor for the event, all you have to do is donate something. Donate something. I'm going to put up a sponsor sheet before the event. I'm going to put up a flyer with all of the sponsors on it and thank everybody and tag everybody and let people know that you are a sponsor. Like people will know that you are a sponsor. There will be more events during this year that we are going to put together for the big homies. Like business solutions is going to put together some more events. We are going to do business workshops, business credit workshops, everything like that. Like we're gonna do some nice things throughout this year, and I just want to make sure everybody that want to be involved is involved. And even if it's a price to it, y'all, I'm going to perform. I'm going to make sure that you receive more value than you are paying for. Like no matter what I'm doing, if I put a book out tomorrow, buy the book. It's some real game. If I go live tomorrow, come check it out. If I put out a program, sign up. The value will be extremely higher than the price. That's real life. Enjoy the